You're live. Hey, you guys. No one's on here right now yet. So I'm going to finish getting my space set up. I'm using white sage incense, which is one of my favorite. Incense, Florida water, all those beautiful things. Candles set the intention, set the space. Only people that are full of love and light and want to hear answers and get clarity are allowed to come into this space. No one that is a troll is allowed in this energetic space. I don't allow it. It's not allowed. So weird. Everything's like backwards on here. It really trips me out. I'm not going to lie. It's weird. Because like this is over here and this is over here. And it's like really weird. This is over here. Hey, I'm over here talking to myself, looking at the camera. I can't. Okay. Hey, Giovanna. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. I'm feeling excited about life. So, yeah. On Sunday, on the new moon, on the full moon, I'm going to announce the self-led spirit camp. So I'm excited about that. Get my life together. Yes, would you like tarot or oracle, Miss Giovanna? I've got my hot chocolate. Hey, Ronnie. Ooh, look at that butterfly. How did you get that butterfly? That's cute. Yeah, Giovanna, I'm just going to do tarot. We're going to stick with the Nightmare Before Christmas, get our little vibes on. Let's see. It's like it's like a monarch butterfly, but like not a monarch. It's like a red admiral. It's not the blue. It's not the blue butterfly. It's like orange. Okay, Giovanna. This is for Giovanna. YouTube is fancy. Yeah, I made it like orange. It's all like 3D. It's like action. It's in action. It's very cool. Okay. This is for Miss Giovanna. What does this Miss Giovanna need to know, Spirit? What does Miss Giovanna need to know? Hey, Marina. This is for Giovanna. Page of Needles fell out. So the Page of Swords. So this is about communication. And I feel like that, we have a few more days of Mercury retrograde, and then we have a little post shadow after it stations direct. But I think this is about you having a conversation with somebody, and it could even be about your kids, right? When I'm getting drawn to the kids on here. And I think it might even be about maybe, you know what it feels like to me? Like, I don't know. Maybe someone feels like their voice isn't being heard, or they need to look at something a different way, or discover a new way to do something, or maybe within the family, maybe we talk about or we discuss or we hand something like that, like maybe because it's holiday, so this is what we're going to do, and maybe we're going to do something different, or maybe what do you guys want to do, or what makes you guys feel happy and cheery and merry. Like, this is what I'm feeling, Giovanna. It's like, it does feel like about the family, about the kids, and it feels like some type of conversation happening and discovering something new, something creative, even because I have the Queen of Wands here at the bottom. So it does feel to me like some conversation around creativity or thinking about doing something differently and maybe revisiting something. Like this is the time of that flexibility with the retrograde. It could be about a conversation that you may have with somebody else in that same regard of like approaching something with new energy and saying like, hey, maybe we could do it this way, or maybe this is what I've been thinking. What do you think? To me, I'm just getting this energy of exchanging of information and doing it in a way that feels discoverable or open or like flexible. So I don't really know how that resonates with you, but that's what's coming through. Communication could be with the kids, could be with another person, something different, something creative, a creative way of doing something, maybe expressing yourself in a different way, maybe that's more comfortable with somebody, you know, maybe they want to use their notes app and share it with you, or I don't know, but that's what's coming through. So beautiful. That's Giovanna. And then we're going to get all into Miss Arani. Gonna use tarot again. Man, my hot chocolate. So I got the really dark chocolate from Target, and at first I was like, ew. But I put some honey in that bitch. And that shit is good. What does Ronnie need to know? You're welcome. Sorry. I feel like that reading was boring, and I feel like it's something that's gonna, not that readings have to be entertaining, but I think it's something that Giovanna, I think it's something that'll come up later, maybe when you're having a conversation with somebody. Or it could even be somebody spying on you and trying to figure out a way to contact you. That's another thing too that just came through. Hey, Erica. Okay, so Ronnie, let's see. What message do we have for Ronnie? Spirit. What message? What message? What message? What message? Ooh, we just talked about this too. We got the lovers at the bottom, Sally and Jack. So when I looked at this, I looked at the birds. So it could be some type of communication. Obviously, this is Gemini energy. I know you're a Gemini. So some type of communication, some type of exchange of words. I know we've talked about the wedding bells. Oh my God. And then we have the chariot. So yeah, and both of these cards have a full moon. Oh my God. The full moon is in Gemini on Sunday. Okay. So I don't think necessarily that's when like an engagement may happen. But what I do think is like it's going to release anything that has been getting in the way mentally on anybody's side because of the two people here, right? In the connection, it's releasing anything that's been holding it back from moving forward. Right? That's a really clear message I get there, especially with the moon on both of these cards. So yeah, I definitely feel like emotionally there is this forward movement. There's a decision being crystal clearly made in someone's mind, in both people's minds, and any cobwebs or any doubt or any fear, I feel like this full moon is helping release it so you guys can move forward to that next level of connection. And also, you know, Gemini isn't just about other people. It also has a lot to do with you, right? And so I feel like this full moon's a really powerful full moon for you, especially because it's in your sign. So using and harnessing that power of getting really clear on anything that is, like I said, cobwebs, anything that's taking up mental space in your mind that bothers you, that irritates you, that's like, you know, like that type of energy, just this full moon, you can release it for good. If you really set that, kind of do that release ritual, intention, however you want to look at it. But I really think this moon will clear your shit. That's for Ronnie. Marina. Hey, Marina. Okay, Oracle. Let's do it. We're going to do the energy oracle. Hey, PJ. You did catch me today, girl. Catch me while you can. Leonardo. Okay, let's see. This is for Miss Marina. Remember, Marina, if you haven't heard anything back definitively, we're still in the middle of, what is that? Mercury retrograde, like I said. So still give it some time. Ronnie said, yes, I was actually thinking it has to do with all of that. I'm definitely going to tap into the full moon energy. Bless, girl. But either way, there's like a really this is where we're going, right? The Chariot's about making a decision. So is the Lover's card. And like once you make that decision, you're like full steam ahead and there's triumph at the end of it, right? Okay, we have anxiety. Look at you. Because you're worried. Look, what did Marina just say, y'all? Y'all saw that. Y'all saw that. IRL. Hey, I haven't heard anything yet. And this is the card that I just pulled for you. Yeah, you haven't heard anything yet and you're freaking out. Don't freak out. Okay? Because like I said, we're still... The thing about this energy when this card comes up, it has a lot to do with like anxiety. There's a storm in the background right here. Anxiety is just our fear and our worries manifesting in our brain. It is not an indicator of jack shit until we put emphasis on it. So don't be worried. Do not have anxiety. I still have the woman holding a heart here at the base of this reading. So I do feel like you're still following your heart. Trust your heart. This is like your intuition, the complete opposite energy of this, right? So go back into the heart space, take some breaths, calm this anxiety down. Don't feed into it. Don't hype it up, girl. Don't hype the anxiety up. Let your heart continue to lead you. What's the next card out? The sun. Don't worry, Marina, okay? Just give it some time. Like I said, Mercury retrograde. Also, Mars is retrograde. So we're in a slowed down period of time. You might not hear back until the beginning of the year. Like, if you think about it, that kind of makes sense, right? My hair is driving me absolutely nuts. You may not hear back from the beginning of the year because we're at the end of the year, right? So they may be like, okay, we're going to make this decision. We've already made the decision, but we're not going to communicate the decision yet because we're at the end of the year. We're going to wait till the beginning of the year, blah, 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 blah. I wouldn't worry about it. We got the sun. Your anxiety is just loud. Bless. Okay, Gabriella. I get to choose. I'm going to do tarot. Gabriella. What does Miss Gabriella need to know, Spirit? I was going to wash my hair. I didn't have enough time. I got to wash it later. Now I'm just staring at it, getting on my nerves. Gabriella. Let's see what's on the bottom. The High Priestess reversed. So the High Priestess in general is a very intuitive energy. She's coming up reverse. When I feel a High Priestess come up reverse, I feel like something is being potentially like revealed or shown to you. But it also could be a block, right? So let's see. Oh my God. The moon reverse. It's a block. It's a block on your intuition. That is crazy. So this is intuition. Okay. High Priestess. The moon is literally our soul, our intuition, how we connect with spirit. Okay. There's an intuitive block. You said, no, it's okay. Blocks are not anything that are permanent. Okay. You just need to be aware of it. And we have a full moon. Look at that moon again, making an appearance. A full moon coming up. You can release the block. It's a mental block. The full moon's in Gemini. Gemini rules our mind. Gemini rules also our it's the third house in astrology, right? So it has a lot to do with like our how we were brought up, our upbringing, right? Our formative years when we were younger. So there could be a block that you are kind of needing to release around your beliefs or around you being able to believe your intuition, trusting your intuition more, because when you were younger, maybe you were told, oh, you're making that up. Oh, that's not true. Oh, that's, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what happens. When we're younger in this world, the old world, we were told like, and that's not real and blah, blah, blah. But now, like, we have a lot of people that are having children that are a lot more aware and open to intuition, that we're all intuitive, and that actually cultivate that in their children instead of block it or instead of like deny it. So, exactly what you just said. Okay, so that's what this is. You probably just have that residual block there. Acknowledging a block literally releases it. Okay. So when you were like, no, it's like, it's okay. It's literally like putting a spotlight, the full moon, illuminating something. That's why the moon can talk about shadows or like our shadow work or like things that in our subconscious that we need to talk about and work through. It's living there in the dark, in the shadows. But as soon as you put the light on it, you illuminate it, and then it has nowhere to hide. So that's what shadow work is. And that is kind of the energy that I'm getting here. Doing some shadow work around your belief system connected to how you see and connect with the world. You know, maybe you were brought up a certain religion, right? And so now you're older and you're realizing, you know, I got my Christmas nails. I don't consider myself a Christian, not in a negative way, but in an honest way. But like, I still like to be festive. I still appreciate the holiday. I still respect what it means to people that do genuinely like align themselves with that belief. But I don't. So I had to reconcile that years ago with my child past Sydney. So it's kind of that type of energy. You know what I mean? Like being like, you know what? I'm an adult and this is actually how I look at the world and this is what I believe in. And I'm going to honor that. And I don't have to like scream it from the mountaintops, but I can at least start to be real with myself. And that can help release that block. And then your intuition can come in stronger and you can start to trust it more. So that is your reading. That's Miss Gabriella. Do. Hey, Erica. I don't know if you're still on. I don't know if you want a reading. Let me know. Yeah, shadow work is journaling, right? Shadow work is literally like, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to talk about the things that I want to highlight or like bring up, right? And journaling is a great way of doing that, right? So yeah, I would take between now and the full moon. The moon's in Taurus right now, so you might not feel like doing it. You might feel like doing it later on this weekend when it moves in the Gemini, when you're like activating the mental space and just sitting down and like whatever comes up, like what fears do I have around my intuition, or what was I told when I was younger, or that this was bad, or this is negative, or this is the devil, or all that stuff that we've all heard. And then being like, well, this is my relationship and this is my experience and this is how I connect and this is what I feel and this is what I believe. And that's essentially doing shadow work. PJ is up next. All right. You're so helpful. You're so welcome. Happy that I could help. Yeah, you know, like therapy, low key, is shadow work. But if they would call it that, maybe more people would be interested in doing it. I don't know. But that's really what you're doing, is like you're just taking the things that are like living in your subconscious and you're bringing them to light. PJ. And one little conversation with yourself, a journal session, really helps kind of release that energy. It may come up again, but it has less power now because you're aware of it. And that's kind of the point. PJ. Or you can realize, like, you know what? No, I'm going to work through this block or whatever. So it's very helpful. PJ, 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 PJ. PJ. You're so welcome for your reading. I don't remember what I said, but if I took a minute to think about it, I probably could. Oh, the Two of Cups. I do think it was about love. So we have the Two of Cups coming up here. And I might have used this deck for you too, now that I'm thinking about it, or the Two of Potions. So love, there's a connection here. There's a mutual reception within a connection. There is a understanding within this connection as well. There's also an understanding within yourself. Maybe you're you know what I'm also getting, PJ? You're establishing some type of like promise to yourself. You know, the Two of Cups is kind of like a contract card or a meeting of the minds card, the minds and the heart. Like, right, we're going to go into this because we had a conversation, right? And we both are on the same page. So it could be a meeting of the minds with another person or a meeting of the minds within yourself and coming back to like a promise you made to yourself, or like reestablishing a connection with yourself, or bringing something back up that you maybe put on the back burner. Yeah, okay. We have the Nine of Presents, or the Nine of Pentacles reverse. Okay. So I think this has more to do with yourself, okay? Because the Nine of Presents, or the Nine of Pentacles coming up reverse, this talks about an investment of your time and your energy and like what you want to do, what makes you feel like a sovereign being, what makes you feel like you are doing something that is valuable to you, right? That matters to you, that you feel like you're putting effort and energy into something of value. So you're getting this abundance from it. And I think, and what I'm feeling here, it feels in, I'm like, it feels and thinks, because, you know, I'm like clairsentient and claircognizant. So I'm thinking and feeling it. That it's like, why have I been putting my energy into this thing that I don't even like? It's not giving me what I want. I need to reconnect with who I am and what I really truly want to do. Right? That's what I feel here. It's like, why have I been acting like this is working for me? Especially with this. This is saying like something you're doing is not giving you, maybe you feel stuck, maybe you feel restricted, maybe you feel like you're trying to fit a mold, and this mold is like moldy, right? It's like it doesn't have this growth potential to it, and it feels restrictive. So there's something there that you need to complete, right? Nines talk about completion. And with the Two of Cups here at the bottom, it's like recognizing that, choosing to reconnect or remember a promise that you made to yourself, or an aspect of yourself that you maybe have put on the back burner. The Two of Cups can also talk about something creative. It can talk about our intuition as well. So maybe reconnecting with that. I know you used to pull cards, and so maybe you stopped doing that. Maybe you put that on the back burner, but you're realizing that's not allowing, that doesn't feel good, or that doesn't feel abundant to you. Maybe it's creating lack because you've cut off an aspect of that. I don't know what free will decisions you've made, but I just know that you used to pull cards. So maybe that has something to do with it. But I do feel like you're at a point where you are ready to reinvest in things that you choose that make you feel like, you know what, I'm going to come back to myself. So, and that could be with a relationship too. Like, this ain't working, or it is working. I forgot. I don't remember the reading I gave you. Y'all know it's like a vault with readers. We read it, we channel it, and then it's like, it's just out of our freaking brain. Okay. Hey, Kimberly. Where are we on our journey? If you are on and you want a reading, just let me know. Name, and if you want tarot or oracle, please. Jim, I think, is next. Yeah. Hey, Jim. We're gonna do oracle, and I want to do. You know what I want to do? I want to do, because I've been talking about astrology a little. Let's do Black Moon astrology. See what astrological transits or energy is communicating with you right now, interacting with you, influencing you, how you can work with it, what you can harness, what type of vibes for Jim right now, Spirit. What type of vibes? The cosmos. I love the cosmos. Matches my shirt. It's doing this weird thing. Ooh, second house. So this is Taurus energy. The moon is literally on Taurus currently. So Jim, today, yesterday, you may have found yourself thinking about your money, your finances. You might even be thinking about like investments, you going into the new year, like growing your money. So I would take a look at your second house in your chart, see what sign or if any planets are in it. You may have an empty second house, but that second house is still going to be ruled by a certain sign. You're welcome, Jewel. So check that out because I think this has to do with your money, your finances. And I think there's a space for you to grow that or to solidify that, but it's through your personal energetic makeup, right? So if you're doing something to make money in a way that is like not conducive or in the flow of your own personal energy, it could feel like you are hitting a wall or you're stagnated. So that's why I feel like going and looking at your personal chart can help you get some ideas, because I do feel like there's this desire to have more. We have the family card here at the bottom, the fourth house. So this could be like maybe you want to buy a house, right? I want to buy a house. And I'm like, am I going to be able to make enough money to buy a house, right? Because the fourth house talks about our family. It's the fourth house. Fourth is about stability and literal like structure. So maybe you're wanting to have enough money to buy a house. And like you're like 2025, I'm buying a house. So maybe looking into ways that financially you can tap into your own energy to make sure you can make that happen, based off of like what's in your second house. But I do think that there's something of stability coming when it comes to, or something changing. Yeah, I have even Scorpio energy underneath that. So something changing, transforming when it comes to your finances in terms of like maybe your ability to create a home, have a home, own a home, remodel a home, move. Those are the vibes. Next is Miss Gabriella. Oh, I'm sorry. Kimberly, and then Giselle. Hi, Giselle. Welcome. I'm Sydney. Sydney with a C. If we haven't met or spoken to each other before, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, Kimberly. Am I still on the right path? Of course you are, but I will pull for you. Kimberly. Jim said, wow, this is spot on. I have a house and wondering if I had enough money to move out of the country next year. Yeah, take a look at your second house and your ninth house. The ninth house, which is Sagittarius ruled, is about travel. So see what sign rules that, or if you have any planets in that house. Bless, you're so welcome. I appreciate that so much. I really do. Okay, Kimberly. It's a Taurus moon, Kimberly. How you feeling? You might be feeling a little bit more amped or like anxious, even because with your Taurus sun, it can feel like polarizing energy, right? So I have a Taurus moon. So I love when the moon's in Taurus, but like when the moon is in Virgo with my Virgo sun, I'm like, what the hell's going on? You know what I mean? Ooh, you sure are. We have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Potions. Yes. Yes. You know what this first thing is? This is first and foremost about self-love. So you're absolutely on the right path. Continue dating yourself. Continue doing things that create pleasurable experiences for yourself in a way that is healthy, in a way that is nurturing, in a way that feels luxurious, in a way that feels pleasurable. But yes, a new beginning is on its way to you. Like I said, new love is coming, but it's through healing. You see the green on this card? Green has to do with healing, our heart chakra. So you are on the right path. There is still a new beginning coming. You damn straight, you dumped him. So with that, you're creating a new beginning. You put yourself first. You see the butterfly that came out of there? There's transformation that comes from doing action, like dumping someone, right? That matters energetically, which I'm always talking about, right? And then I have the 6 of Cups. So this is the past, right? 6 of Cups talks about the past. You did the right thing. If you were wondering, was that the right thing to do? Yes, the past is the past, and we can look at it fondly, but we don't need to keep it, right? We need to let it go, like this butterfly, like escaping this bottle. So, Ace of Cups, new beginnings, absolutely. It may feel temporarily sad, but you'll get over it. I promise you. I promise you. Okay, Giselle. I love that, Kimberly. Good job. I'm going to do tarot for you, Giselle, if that's cool. You're so welcome. Bless. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I really, really do. As always, y'all know you can book a personal reading with me. ExperienceArcana.com. I also do natal chart readings. Hey, Brianna. Hey, girl. Okay. This is for Giselle. Giselle. What does Giselle need to know? Ooh, I felt that falling out. Okay, the Fool is coming up reversed. Let's see what's on top. The 10 of Cups or the 10 of Potions. You know what? I feel this. I got this. So you might be at a point right now, Giselle, where you're needing to start over, and you might be feeling like, but my happiness is already here. But it's like, is it? Because the 10 of Cups is saying you want to have emotional fulfillment. You want to feel this sense of just pure joy and everything's amazing. You have everything you need. And I feel like to get that exact feeling is allowing yourself to start a new journey. Okay. So the Fool reverse is a hesitation, is a doubt. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't know. I feel pretty content right now. So I don't want to risk it, right? The Fool can talk about taking a risk. It's also taking a leap of faith. So there's a need here, I feel, for you, Giselle, for you to take that risk, take that leap of faith to ultimately get your true sustained happiness that is actually embodied, and like you can feel it because you're living it and you're experiencing it. So that's what I'm getting here. I'm curious to see what's under the Fool. Oh, it might be with a person. The Knight of Cups or the Knight of Potions. I mean, we don't want to date this guy because he's a little creepy looking, but this is a very charming, loving person energy-wise, and they could be bringing you a love offer about the future. And maybe you're like, okay, I'm happy now. We can just stay where we are, but it's like, no, you can be happier if you allow yourself to take this leap of faith and move forward in some type of like, in some type of love situation. That's what it feels like to me. So take that leap, girl, or be willing or open to it. Free will. You're welcome. Who is next? Brianna. Ooh, hey, Brianna brought a friend. Beautiful, love it. Natalia. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Natalie. Let me know, girl. I do not like saying people's names wrong. In the meantime, I'm shuffling for Brianna. Brianna. You're so welcome, Giselle. Thank you for hanging. Like I said, if you want a specific, private, personal reading, experience ArcanAtl.com. And I would love to read for you. Okay, Brianna. Oh, so cute. Hey, I love that, Giselle, Giovanna. I see what we're doing there. Well, beautiful. Well, yes, allow yourself to take a leap. Be open to experiencing love, a connection, something fun. We have the 3 of Potions reverse. This is for Brianna, and I have the World here. Interesting. What's underneath the World? The Emperor reversed. Okay. What's after this? Judgment. Okay, so yeah, there's some decision that we need to make about something. So when I see the World, we have choices, especially in this card. And it's like, what world do we want to walk into, right? Are we ready? Because when I see the 3 of Cups reverse, it's like, what I'm feeling with this, Brianna, is like, keep your options open. That's what I feel. Keep your options open. This is a time to have fun and to be explorative, just like Jack was, right? In The Nightmare Before Christmas. He's like, ooh, what's this world? I fell into motherfucking Christmasville. This is crazy. What's going on over here? So I think that's why this is up reverse, because now is not the time to like get too like choosy with one person and putting your energy into one person and then like wanting them to put all their energy into you. Because I think if you do that, you might close yourself off in a way that feels a little reminiscent of the past. Okay. So I would say with this, where you are right now, stay open, keep things light, keep things friendly, keep things casual, and don't feel like it has to be serious, because I think you'll get more success with keeping your options open. That's what I'm getting for you, Brianna. Keep your options open. You don't have to make a decision. Beautiful. Okay, so friend Natalie. Natalie, right? Wrong or right? Natalie. You see? Thank you. Thank you, Natalie. Okay, let's see the vibes for Natalie. She's like, girl, no, the H is silent, you idiot. Natalie. What are the vibes? Ooh, Natalie, okay. So we have the 10 of Cups, or the 10 of Potions. Now, I got this a little bit earlier, if you didn't notice. What's underneath this? The 4 of Needles. Okay, I got this. Okay, I see the energy. The 10 of Cups can be illusionary energy, okay? It can say that what we used to have was so much better than what is going to be. And that is an illusion that can keep us stuck and make us feel as if what is happening and where our life is going is the pits of hell, because nothing can ever meet the awesomeness that was, right? That's the energy that I'm getting here, especially with the 4 of needles underneath this. I do feel like you're in a healing moment of your life, and know that there is the best is yet to come. Okay, because I have the, what is this? The 4 of potions reversed. So you might be feeling very bored, emotionally dissatisfied, and you may be looking back and thinking, God, if I would have just stayed, I was happier then, even though I wasn't super happy, but I was happier than where I am now. It's like that energy. So just know that you're in the middle of, you're in the midst of healing, and that there is a new love beginning coming for you. But it comes when you allow yourself to not be so focused on what was, like the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups can be so hyper focused on what was and how things used to be, that we can get lost in that illusion and we stop forgetting how it really was. And what we're really just missing is like the concept of the connection, or the concept of the happiness that we thought this thing was giving us. So let yourself be in the present moment and realize that, like, the more you look forward to the future and have excitement about what's to come, the more you'll feel connected to this illusion of the past and the best is behind me. I hope that makes sense for you, Miss Natalie. Thanks for hanging. Thanks, Brianna, for spreading the word. I appreciate you. You know, you're one of my faves. Jakia, I get to see you tomorrow. Very excited about that. My outfit came and I was like, yay, because I was really worried it wasn't going to fit, and it does. And I'm pumped. I keep saying I'm going to meet my husband. So I just keep putting it out there. I'm like, I'm going to meet my husband. I'll come back and let you guys know if I meet my husband. Anyways, you can exit sage left, person that's spamming the comments. Jakia. What does Miss Jakia need to know? Jakia. I really don't care. You're wasting your energy and your time, because I don't care. Oh my God. Okay, so Miss Jakia. Okay, the Queen of Potions. So you are in this so what I'm getting with this is very dreamy. It's very dreamy. It's like dreaming a dream. It's like creating, manifesting, creating, like visualizing, right? I feel like your third eye is like really lit up. And so keep that energy going, because it's where you're really seeing your ability, your connection with spirit to like really manifest your reality. And I feel you're like tapping into that more, feeling stronger in that, understanding your power more. The 8 of Cups reverse. This is releasing any doubt. You see how this person just came in here? That wasn't a coincidence, never is. And you see how they're kind of like trying to put doubt? This is perfect. They're trying to put doubt on what's happening here, right? And that's their prerogative. Do whatever you want to do. But intuition, Queen of Cups, intuition, spirituality, it requires belief, faith in what it is that you are connecting with and how you're connecting with it. And so when the 8 of Cups is here reversed, there's something that you're still maybe low key holding on to that is dampening this Queen of Cups energy, your intuition. So this can be like questioning, did I make the right decision? Is that the right thing for me? Is that, you know what I'm saying? So coming back and like trusting your heart and knowing that you know yourself, you know who you are, you know your power, you know your beliefs, you know how you connect with that, and saying, I don't have to be worried that I made a mistake. It's kind of the energy that I get over here, like, oh, should I have done that? And it's like, yeah, because you were listening to your intuition. So don't doubt yourself. And that's why I think it's so interesting that like this person came in here during the midst of this, because that's exactly that energy. People like this, they want to instill fear, right? Society wants to instill fear. They want us to feel small. They want us to feel disempowered. They want us to feel as if we don't know who we are. We don't know the power that God gives all of us individually to connect with that energy, or as we will, as we want to, as what works for us. So when people come and try to like demonize something, that is a way to kind of like pull that power back from you and make you feel like, oh my God, I'm doing something wrong. Look at this person judging me. You know what I mean? And so we can also do that within ourselves, right? Because trusting our heart, trusting our intuition, trusting the messages that we are receiving from God, we can get in our head about it because it's not as clear cut as pulling a card, right? It is this trust and this like belief and this kind of like just faith, right? So makes perfect sense that sometimes that can creep up, but just remember who you are and remember that, you know, how I look at things when things are hard. Everything that happens in our lives happens in a way for us to grow and learn and know ourselves more. So even in that moment, right, when you're like, okay, well, this is hard and I'm not sure, what are you learning about yourself? Did you learn that, wow, I really, you know, was able to make that decision and I followed through on that and I put myself first and I realized that like, even though I don't know the results of that yet, I feel really good about that for myself. I feel really proud of myself. That is part of that journey when we're in that liminal space of not necessarily having the answer or seeing the result yet. It's like, you know what? I'm proud of me. This is the person that I desire to be. This is the person that I desire to continue to cultivate and to honor. So that can help when we're in the midst of not seeing the results. Like, how do you feel as a person as you're navigating your journey? Hope that was helpful. Beautiful. All right. Anybody else on that didn't get their card pull? Just let me know. If not, I shall be back. Next week. What is next week? Ooh. Oh, and this 12/12 portal. Hey, y'all. I forgot to mention that. Really, portals are just like times of even clarity, or like 12/12 has a lot to do with like not even alignment, but like kind of, I'm going to use this person as an example again. Someone coming in and trying to say everything that you're doing is fucking bullshit. And you get to say, no, it's not, because look at my life, right? You feel me? So the 12/12 portal is like, it's the end of the year, we're going into the new year, and it's like, look at all these choices and decisions that I've made throughout this year, and I feel like I'm on the right path to set myself up for like going up, right? For like, what's the word I'm looking for? Just acceleration. So this is time to like stop and say like, yeah, I feel like I'm on the right path. I feel like the choices that I made this year is setting me up for success. I feel like everything that I don't want, I've been really clear on that. I've stopped certain relationships and certain connections because they don't work for me. But I know what does work for me and what I do want. And so that's kind of what you can use this energy for. It's just kind of like slowing down and like taking a look at your year and like how you got here and then how you want to continue that energy forward. Also, last thing I'll say, if you are going to do like a New Year's resolution, it's like today would be actually this week would be the best time to like start that. Starting a New Year's resolution, because you know it's just a calendar year and it's not the real New Year, that's in spring. It's kind of like not it doesn't set you up for success. Starting something January 1st does not set you up for success. Starting something during December, especially after the 12/12 portal, sets you up for success because you're already doing it. And so now it's a new year. Wonderful, but I'm already doing it, right? I'm already in my routine. So those are the vibes. I'll see you guys next week and bless. Thank you guys so much.